Hey guys, welcome back to Mark the Point. Today we are going to be playing out a different strategy, probably one of the most common strategies that I personally do not like. However, it is a popular system to play. And I would say, in my opinion, one of the worst systems to play in the game of craps. What is it called? Of course, it's called the Iron Cross. Iron Cross is an absolute bleed. But I want to try to show you a way you can play it where it's not a bleed, it's a regression, and I'm going to add an additional bet to it to help us out a little bit, maybe along the way. Again, where it's not as much of a bleed as normal. Now, the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to get a point established. Let's call it on the 9. Okay, bets on the 9 or the points on the 9. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go out there for $80. The $80 is going to be our initial bet. What that's going to look like, it's going to look like $50 on the 5. It's going to $60 on the 6 and 8, and then a $10 field. Again, the reason why we don't like the Iron Cross as a craps player in general is because it takes so many hits to get out the hand. Okay, remember, you have $180 out there. You're going to start off with the first hit. It pays you 70. You have to get at least 3 of these hits before you start making momentum to get out the hand. And as you know, 3 hits is hard to get a lot of times. So what we're going to do is we're going to build in a natural regression. So if either one of these 3 hit, the 5, the 6, or the 8, it doesn't matter. Either of these is going to pay you $70. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all these bets down, and I'm going to take it down to a quarter level. Okay. Of course, I would lose my field bets. Let's not forget that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us down to a $90 level with a $10 field bet. And look how much I brought back to the rack. I brought $125, $140, $145 back into our rack. Now we're only playing with $45 of actual initial investment on this game, okay, on this hand, if you want to call it that. Now, here's the other twist that we're going to do. Let's just say the 5 hits. That'll pay me $35. Of course, I'm going to lose my field bet. I'm going to replace my field bet and put the quarter back. That's just a normal, that's a normal Iron Cross. That's typically what happens. But let's just say a field bet hits. If a field bet hits, remember, that's any of these numbers here. It would pay you double on the 2 and 12. It could pay you triple on some tables. What we're going to do is, rather than reinvesting on the 4, the 9, or 10, we're going to use that as somewhat of a hedge, okay, and call it a come bet. So if a field hits and it pays, we're going to go to a come bet. Let it become a come bet. Now, the next number that rolls, let's just call it a 5. If it's a 5, remember, the first thing that's going to happen is you'll lose your field, but you can get paid $35, okay? That bet's going to go there and replace your field bet. The quarter's going to go back into your rack. Now, if you hit that 5 one more time, as you know, you're going to lose your field bet. But that's okay, because what's going to happen is, A, you get paid the full $35 here, and you'll get paid your come bet, so you can replace the field, and then the $10 goes back to your rack. It's almost as if it's an absolute wash if that happens, okay? Or a wash in the field, you're not losing that field bet anymore. Does that make sense? Okay, we're going to try this out and see how we do. Let's just see if we can make some money. A little bit different way of playing the Iron Cross. We have a regression, we have a come bet, and we're going to see how we do if we can make some money. Let's go, guys. Let's roll it out. Okay, guys, let's get a point established, and here we go. We are starting off with $1,000. Now, that's going to be a frontline winner. That's going to be the 5-2-7. We're not going to worry about playing the pass line unless we're the shooter. How about that? Another 7. That would be 2 come-out winners. However, we do not play the pass line unless we are the shooter. That is required. Okay, the point's going to be on the 6. It's going to be $50, $60, $60. And, of course, you got a $10 field bet. Remember, your field bet is always self-service. You'll put that out there yourself every time, okay? And we're all set up, ready to roll. This is going to be like the twisted Iron Cross, right? The twisted Iron Cross. Okay, that is a 10, okay? Now, that's going to be a field winner. So what we're going to do is it'll pay me $10 in the field. I'm going to put it straight out to the come, okay? And there's a 4, perfect, okay? So here's what's going to happen. It's going to be another, so the 4 will travel to the 4, or the come bet. Now, this is going to be another field bet, so let's put it right here. And there is the square pair, the hard 8. Okay, now we're going to build in our regression right here, right? So that will pay me 70, okay? Let's make sure we lose the field. Let's let this travel, okay? That will pay me 70. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pull most of these bets down. I'm going to replace it at a quarter level, okay? Now remember, if you want to, now this is an absolute option. If you want to, you could use this as odds. But for the sake of the video, I would say let's just keep it away from the odds right now. But that is a 100% possibility. If you want to use it as odds, you can. I'm just going to try to eliminate some of the confusion on the way of playing and not use it as odds and just show it as the 5, 6, and 8 with a comeback. Okay? And how about that? That is aces. That's going to be a double the bubble, right? So we're going to pay us here. Going to pay us here. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's rack that $10, and then let's reinvest the comeback just like that. Okay? And there is the 617. Not too good. Okay, what will happen is we will win our comeback here, but everything else is going to lose. So I didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but that's all right. We did get mostly out of the hand for the most part, not all the way as you would like to, right? So these are going to come back to the rack. Let's turn the puck off, and let's get another point established. Here we go. All right, that's going to be another, the 10, the hard 10. Smart to point on the 10. Okay, let's drop down again. We're going to go out at $180. Here you can go 60, 50, and 60. Oh, not that one. Just going to set these up. And then you feel bet. All right, I think we're all set up. Here we go. All right, that is a 10. How about that? Right back on the 10, the buckshot. Okay, so that's going to pay us $10 for the field bet. What we're going to do is put it in the come. You know what? In this case, we could probably just put it as a pass line. I know we don't usually pay the pass line, but it's the same thing as a come bet when the puck is off. Same exact idea. Okay, how about that? Another hard 10. Check us out. So this is going to technically be for the 10, and then, of course, you got these other bets here rolling for you. Okay. All right, that is going to be the 5-7. Oh, my gosh. How brutal could this be, right? Of course, you are leveled up. You did not get to regress at all, which means now you got to hit some double time, right? You got to hit a little bit of double time to try to make this thing up, to make up that money, especially on Iron Cross where there is a bleed all the time, right? All right, here we go. That's another 617. My gosh. Tell you what, let's change up these dice just a little bit here. Let's grab these two here, see if it makes a difference for us. All right, 6-2-8. All right, it was a 6-2. Where'd it go? There it goes. Okay, the point is on the 8. Let's do it again. Let's drop down the quarters. Drop down $180. Here. Let's put these back. Let's set out our 10s. Of course, your dealer's a little bit cleaner on it. And we're ready to roll. All right, let's go, shooter. All right, there's a 9, 6-3. Perfect. So, again, that's a field winner, okay? Just put a come bet out. And there's an 8, 5-3. Okay, perfect. We got a regression, which is nice, right? So we'll lose our field bet here. That is going to pay me 70, though, right? It'll pay me 70. I'm going to pull these bets back. Let's go ahead and leave the red chips there. And let's pull the rest of these back. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back out. That's my come bet. I'm going to go back out there for the $10 here. And everything else is coming back to our rack, right? Boom. And boom, there we go. All right, I think we're all set up. Here we go. Was that our 8? So actually that was our point, right? So let's turn off our point. I should have turned it off. That's going to be the 3-1-4. So our field bet technically should not be there right now. We're going to wait for the point to be established before we put our comeback out there. So we just call it a no field. Okay, there's a Yo 11. That'll work for us. Okay, Yo 11. So again, that's going to come out here. Go to field bet or come bet. And there's a 9-6-3. Okay, another one. Okay, it'll pay here. This will travel. This will go to the come bet. And there's another Yo 11. Check us out. Nailing the field right now. What's going to happen is that will pay us here, right? So we're going to go here and let's go ahead and just put that back into the rack, right? Come bet winner. Oh, actually double pays us. Check us out. It'll double pay me because that'll pay me there too. Pays you double, right? And there's a 5-3-8. Okay, perfect. So what's going to happen here, so just kind of checking us out here. You're going to lose your field bet, okay? We are going to pay our come bet here, right? And this will come down. Essentially, this will travel up just like that. We'll have to replace, not here. We're going to have to replace our field bet from there. We still got to pay our $35, and this will go back to the rack. Wow, a lot of movement there, right? A lot of movement. That's all right. And there is the 3-1-4, okay? So that is the point. Let's turn the point off. That will pay me $10 here. Again, you can go ahead and put it in the pass line now because it's essentially a come bet. Let's go ahead and put it at the pass line. Now, usually I don't like to play the pass line, but I guess I'm making an exception on this game, right? Again, no field bet right now. Let's go ahead and pull it out to the side. That will pay us on the pass line, though. That's kind of nice. Put that back into our rack. And there's a 5, okay? So let's mark the point on the 5. Let's put our comeback back, or our field bet back out there. And here we go. Ah, dang, 617. You know what? It's all right. We got a few hits out of it. Let's pull all these bets back. It could be a shorter video this time, right? We're going to see how it goes. Maybe let's do it for one more shooter. Keep it a short video today. That's going to be aces, the dots in both places. No help. And there's a 5, 3, 8. Okay, let's mark the point on the 8. Now, I know we're losing a little bit because remember, we got that big hit a while ago. So it's up to you how long you want to stay at the tables and if you want to try to make up for the big loss. In this video, we are probably just going to cut it after this roller, okay? All right, here we go. All right, that's going to be the 516. So we did get out the hand, which is nice, right? So that's going to pay me $70. Or not out the hand, I say that. We got the regression built in now. So what we're going to do is go ahead and set these back out there at a $30 level and pull the rest of that. We will lose our comeback. Let's replace that back. And we still got this money coming back to our rack just like this, okay? So mostly out of the hand, not all the way. Okay, just like that. And there's the 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That's going to be a field winner. So field win, let's put it into the come. And there's a 5, 3, 2. Okay, so this will travel. We're going to lose our field. They'll pay us $35. Replace the field, put the quarter back into the rack, just like that. There's an 8, 6, 2. Okay, so what's going to happen is we'll lose our field bet. They'll pay us $35. There's our points. Put the 25 back into the rack. Turn the puck off. Remember, we're going to move our. This is not working essentially. It's going to be a 6. Let's mark the point of the 6. Let's put it back out there. Okay. And that is going to be another 5. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Remember, this is kind of a wash on the field because you're going to lose this, right? But you're going to get paid here. Essentially, that'll come down. And then this will go back into the rack. Get paid 35 here. Goes back into the rack just like that. Okay. And there's another 5. How about that? Another 4, 1. So we're going to lose our field here. Pays us 35. Replace it. Put 25 back into the rack. And there's a 5, 4, 9. Okay, here we go. So that's going to pay me here. Go to the comeback. And that's the 516. Okay. So this is going to travel to the 6. There's our points. We're going to turn it off. We're going to lose this. We'll get paid $35. Put 25 back into the rack. I'm not going to fill our field yet because the puck is off. And there's a 9, 5, 4. Okay. Mark the point on the 9 here. That goes there. And here we go. That's aces. How about that? What a beautiful way to hit that one. It's going to double the bubble, right? So here and here. We're going to have 1 as a comeback. Put 1 back into the rack. And just like that. 9, 5, 4 again. Okay. So this will travel to the 9. We will win. Grab a couple reds here. We will win our field bet. Okay. The puck is going to be off. I'm not sure how much you saw that, but my camera did cut off on me. I apologize. Just kind of recap what just happened. I just hit a 7. The 7, I lost the 2 numbers here because they're always working. And then the next roll is an 8. The puck is on the 8 now. I'm going to put our money back out there. Unfortunately, you have technical difficulties, and I'm not a re-roller out. So I'll do it one time, give it a shot, and go with it. So that, of course, that's going to be a 5-2-7. Oh, well, you know what? That's all right. It's kind of how it is sometimes, right? So all these bets are going to come back. Let's go and count it up. Let's see how we did. I don't think that we're ahead because we did lose a big chunk earlier, and I don't think we made up for it before our regression. So, but let's count it out. We started with $1,000. That's 500. 6, 7, 8. That's going to be 900. Oh, wow. 925. Check this out, guys. 925. That's 950. 975. And 985. 995. We lost $5. Even when we lost the big hit before we got the regression, we still only lost $5 on the system. Heck yeah, I'll take that all day. Not a bad way to finish off, especially after getting knocked off. I'll be honest with you, I'm not an iron lacrosse person. I don't really like it all that much. But in this case, it may have been okay. It wasn't that awful. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. Do you like it? Do you like playing the Iron Cross? Is it your go-to, or do you prefer to play something different? I would love to know it in the comments down below. Let me know about what you think about this twist with the regression and the comeback. Tell me if you like it or not. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Like button down below. It shows you interaction right on the channel. Until next time, mark the point and stay awesome.